I ordered a second one that I was going to give to my friend, but she ended up already having it. So I'm going to show you what exactly they look like in the box. Here we go. Okay. See, her cane's just above her shoulder. It's going straight down. That's the last spot you can see it in the box. There's her sunglasses on top of her head. There's her outfit. And then, can we see her shoes? If I turn the box this way, we can see her shoes. Kinda. But not very well. Right here on this label, it says Barbie, capital B, AR sign BIE, Barbie. Then it says AFB, American Foundation for the Blind. Then I think this is cool. On the side here, it shows the Barbies in the Fashionista line. There's a Ken in a wheelchair. There's a Chelsea in a wheelchair. And a Barbie in a wheelchair. So there's 3 wheelchair ones. And there's the blind one that I just got. So that's the whole line of the as much of the Fashionista line as my box can show. Then on the back it has some information that I can't read without my magnifier open. So I might look at that later. There's a little hole in the box right here, so you could technically feel her leg. And if you use a small enough finger that doesn't get stuck, you might be able to reach down to her shoes, but I can't. Because my fingers are too fat. Right there it says motel. And this is what the bottom of the box looks like. So I've shown you everywhere but the top of the box. And this is what the top of the box looks like. There's her sunglasses. There's a tab right here. So that is Blind Barbie. Both in and out of the box. This one I'm going to leave in the box because it might be worth some money someday. But I took this one out of the box because I was too excited to leave it in the box. I just really wanted to see it up close and personal. Oh, there's something there. Oh, she dropped her cane. So we're going to return it to her. Thank you. I dropped it and I couldn't find it. Oh. We're just going to show them how I put it on your hand, Barbie. Okay? Okay. I'll sit down. Good job. Okay. What we do is we take this piece right here. We're going to extend her hand so I can show you guys better. Okay, her hand is on my face because I don't have 3 hands to do this. Then what I do is I slide her cane over her hand like so. And then I use some strength and I push it on like that. And there, it's on her hand. And there we go, it's on her hand. Now normally someone would not hold their cane up like that. Like this. If they're not using it and they're just sitting, they would lower it to the ground to them. Like so. But I only had it up so I could show you guys how I did it. Because it doesn't come with her hand on her cane. Then we'll lower, make sure she keeps her cane in her hand, and we'll lower it. So there's 2 ways you can have her use her cane. Like this, where her hand is over it. See? Her hand is over her cane. Or you can go like this. And have her hand under and kind of to the side of her cane like we normally use our cane. Oh, she just dropped her cane. We're going to try the other hand. Okay, we're going to put it on her hand. So we'll give you a better view of how you can have her hold her cane. You can do it like this, where her hand's on the outside. If you want her to have a little more length, you can go like this, where her cane is underneath her hand. I'm raising it up to show you guys. Ooh, her cane just went flying. You know what? I'm gonna use my legs as a stand for her for right now, so I can show you guys this. Bear with me. I'm gonna put it in her hand. Okay, here we go. You can put it where her hand is on the outside, like this. Or, this way doesn't make as much sense to me, but, or you can put it where her cane handle is on the outside. It's a decently long cane. It goes from her, just past her wrist to right here, which is past my knees, because my knee is right here. So she still has that much length of cane. Now we're going to show you. This is what this way looks like, but I don't think it makes much sense. So we're going to switch it back to the way I like it better. Okay. And this is what it looks like this way. I think this way makes more sense, because then it looks like more like she's holding on to her cane. I'm going to try something here. Okay. I just made her drop her cane again. Hang on. If you have her like this, it looks like she's holding her cane. And then if she needs to bring it in short, just make her... Oh, she dropped it then. Four, 8, 12, 15 fingers is the size of her cane. I'll show you how long her cane is from tip to handle. Okay, 4 fingers right there. So there's still plenty of cane to measure. There's 8 fingers. And plenty of cane to measure yet. There's 12 fingers. We're getting there. $13, 14, 15, and that brings us to the end of the handle. $15 fingers brings us to the end of the handle. Like so. That's 13, 14, and 15 fingers. So it's 15 fingers tall, the cane. Now this is 4 fingers on her. So she's obviously quite a bit taller than 4 fingers. So 4, 8 brings us to her skirt. 9, 10, 11, 12 brings us to her low back. 13, 14, 15 brings us to her just above her shoulders to her neck. 16, 17, 18 gets us all the way up there to how tall she is. So she's 18 fingers tall. Now, in case you're wondering, her legs do not bend at all from the knee. Her knees are solid. See? No bend. But her hips do bend. See? She can also bend them backwards. Like that. Let's see here. She can almost do the splits. And like I said before, if you want her to have her legs crossed, she can do that. Let's see if she can keep that up sitting. She cannot do that sitting. She can only do it standing. So if you want her to stand up with her legs crossed, or one in front of the other, you can. They're kind of sort of crossed, but not very well. But as soon as you go to sit her down, she'll do that, where they're not crossed. And her arms, we're going to use one arm to show you this, can go out to the side like that. They can bend at the elbow. Like that. I'm going to show you the other way. They can bend at the elbow like that. She can bring her arm in. And she can raise it up and out, just not as far. And she can bring her hands in towards her body. Like so. And if you want it to be back further, like this, she can do that too, and still have her hands in towards her body. This is what her right hand looks like. No ring. Okay, we're going to lower that arm. And then we're going to show you her left hand. This is her left hand. Also, no ring. If you help her, she can hold her own hand on that side. Let's see if she can do it on the other side. And she can do it on the other side. She can do it this way if you want her to hold her own hand. Or she can do it this way. But this way, she only holds her fingers, whereas this way, she holds her palm. See, this way she holds her fingers, but if you switch it, to where this hand is holding the other hand. She is holding her palm. And again, this is her weight cane. If I stand it on my knee, it's that tall. I'm going to try to hold it better without blocking as much of it. That tall. So I'm basically using this part to hold it up, and it's that tall. So if you want to pretend she taps, you can tap, 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 tap. As long as you keep it in your hand. Or you can have her do constant contact. Or you can have her do tap and slide, tap and slide, tap and slide, tap and slide, like she's in the country, following a curb or a place without sidewalks. And this is what her handle looks like. And this is what her handle looks like. That's the part that her hand goes into. And that's the part that looks like a normal cane. Then anything lower she doesn't hold on to. And that's her tip. Boop. 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 Sorry, I was being a goofball. Oh, it's not a pencil. I think it's supposed to be a rolling tip. Like so. Like you roll it. Because pencil tips are would be about, let's see the best way to get it in view. That big. Just slightly bigger than the cane itself. Sorry, I'm using my face to focus this in. Whereas this part right here between my thumb and pointer is bigger than that, so it must be a marshmallow tip. And no, it doesn't actually roll. I mean, if you hold the cane itself still and try to roll her tip, you won't be able to. See? Watch. I'm holding the cane right here. And I'm trying with this hand to twist the tip. It doesn't work. Now say she wanted to replace her tip. She can't. That's the only tip she's got. Which I think is kind of funny because blind people do replace their tips on their cane. But she's stuck with this tip right here. It's flat right on the bottom. See? Nice and flat. Okay, apparently I figured out where my camera is. Boop. 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 Sorry, I'm being silly. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Nope. Okay, lay down. Ow! You're on my ankle. Lay down. Now say you just want her to hold her cane. As long as she's on a surface where she can stand. Hang on. I think you could probably do that. There's the top of her cane. It's in her arm. And there's the rest of it. And there's her feet. So you have to make sure she has room to the side of her to hold it if you want her to just hold it. And make sure the surface is level if you want her to stand. And that's all for this one. Bye. See you later.